Nile, Amazon, Vistula, Ochman. We are talking about the great rivers of the world. Poland has had their first rehearsal here at Eurovision 2022. Shall we talk about it? Let's do this! You guys talk about a glow up by making things dark. This is really interesting. This has water creatures, I would say. They were female, yeah? Sorry, can we start the part after? Let's do this again. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Sometimes to give things a glow up, you have to turn the lights down. Poland's first rehearsal was so arresting and interesting. He seemed to be standing and singing among swamp creatures. There are these women dressed in these dark outfits. You might use the word Dementor from Harry Potter. You might call them, I don't know, the Loch Ness Monster's earthly cousins, like human cousins. They're just really interesting. You know, his song is all about water purifying, getting rid of the anxieties and fears inside of you. And I think those demons in his head come to life through these dancers. It just makes it all the more interesting. His voice is huge and made for this type of arena. Now he's got an interesting vocal. You know, we complained during the pre-party season that he was just standing there doing nothing. And now adding this contemporary dance, interpretive dance, gives people a visual that they can latch onto. Dark greens, dark blues, and a gorgeous selfie or image of Ochman on the screen. I think it works really well. For someone washing away his fears and anxiety, to see him almost become one with water digitally is very powerful. Jonathan.
I think this is actually really clever because, as you said, we have talked about in pre-parties about it being too static and the national final performance as well. These dancers, they help give the performance movement, but they still allow Ochman to stand in place and deliver the vocal performance without having to worry about flowing and like the river himself. And also the dancers' costumes, again, they have fringe on there, so that gives it even more movement as they're moving around the stage. So I actually really like this concept, and I think it adds a focal point for people to watch. It looks like that they start sort of at the edge of the stage and then gradually move towards him during the performance. So it'll be interesting to see that journey of these creatures over the course of the 3 minutes. If he's going to banish them towards the end, are they going to, surround him and capture him? Yeah, I'm intrigued by this.
By the way, I love that in the TikTok video, there's like a staff person getting water out of a fridge. Water, honey, river, Voda.
Stay hydrated, babes. Deep hydration. I don't know, he's not moving. Like, in our interview in London, he told me that he will be moving more than the parties and national final. I still don't see it in this clip. Maybe during the whole performance he will start moving and start do something else. I really like that this song really fits the staging this year because we have water, like real water. I wonder if they will use it, or are they allowed actually to use water? No,
they can't use water. No.
Oh, how a pity. But still, he sounds amazing. And those swamps, like Swamp Sorrow or something like that, they are, I don't know. I want to see the full one. I really want to see full version.
I was never particularly worried about whether this would qualify or not because I think his voice is so strong, and the semi-final, there are lots of great performers, but the songs don't do much for me. I think he's definitely going through. I think the question now is how high can he climb based on the staging? We haven't seen all of it. But I've got to say, in my mind, with the correct camera angles, this will be powerful. You don't want the stage to feel empty, so it's good that he's got other people there to help take up space.
Yeah, I definitely see this going through. I think it's pushing at the wall at the moment, maybe like pushing towards the left-hand side of the scoreboard. We'll see sort of, again, how the camera angles come into play, how it fits into all the other ballads and things like that, because there are a fair few ballads, so you can't have the full left-hand side of the scoreboard full of ballads. But I think they've done themselves a really good chance of.
And he's also in 7th position right now to win the Eurovision Song Contest on the betting odds, which is impressive. And he has a lot of huge fan base. And I think that the juries will appreciate that performance even more than the televote, I believe.
Great. Well, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you ready to dive into the Vistula with Poland's Ochman? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
Give the video a thumbs up, comment all your thoughts down below, and hit that subscribe button.
Follow us on every social media platforms. We are there.
See you later.
Bye.